What's up, YouTube? We're talking about the sonic breathing as far as you, so, e, sun, som, being lower chakras, root chakra. When people are afraid in general, they say like or like like you're afraid, you say or like if you're throwing, like when I throw the ball or shoot a basket, like if I was nervous ever in my life before I got into doing it, I usually would be like, as far as releasing it, if I haven't let that energy out, because it's a blockage going on there. So if you haven't let that energy out through the sonic breathing, it's going to come out regardless. You might just be like, like when you throw it, it's going to come out one way or another. So it's going to come out, whether it's, people will explode eventually, or they'll, gradually seep it out, but it's going to vent one way or another. You can't keep that beach ball down there forever. So, and it's the same thing like when is a blockage in the ether chakra or throat chakra. It's like if you're talking to someone and they say something you might not agree with, instead of responding maybe immediately or instantaneously, whatever, you'd be like, It's like E from your throat. It's like, the sounds vibrate in certain places. And when you have a sensation in a certain place coming off of somebody else or whatever from your environment, it can sometimes create, a blockage, or it can create a circumstance where you have to vent for them. You have to be this physical vent for people. Like when you diffuse a situation with two people arguing, you're the physical manifestation of a vent. If you're for those people, two people arguing and then you say something to be some type of relief, then you're more so a vent. And it's all venting. So with the sonic breathing, the 6 sonic breaths, 3 below the plexus and 3 from the plexus up, from the heart up really, those all, they all just vent from the different places. They all just vent from the different places which you might have a blockage. So then you could go into things free flowing instead of having to vent in the midst of doing it. In a job interview or something, you might have a nervous tick, but if you would have just vented beforehand, then you would go into it without having to do that at all. So yeah, that's that. And then another thing people keep asking me, like, why men have nipples. It's hilarious, yo. But the reason, being is the body is an antenna regardless, and that's just part of the antenna. It's just an extension of the antenna. It's all sending and receiving. So boom, there you go.